Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Is this thing on?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
What's up, Tony?
Hey, Zeke. How's it going?
Are you ready?
Huh?
Are you ready?
Oh, we're ready to go already?
No, not yet. But I'm just see if you're ready.
I thought I was like putting a halt to the show or something. Are all the lights flashing? I was just testing my mic. Testing. 1, 2, 3. There's no monitor or anything.
No, it's just these headphones.
So we're doing a little behind the scenes here with Left Hand.
How do? As I'm feeding my face.
Is it okay if I show off your new purchases?
My haul I made today? Yeah, right ahead.
Looks pretty good.
I'm good, thank you.
What do you think about that?
That's a good little starter kit for
Pretty good for a one-day haul, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully they won't
And
catch me.
it even came with ammo. Amazing.
5.56 on stripper clips.
I almost stopped on the way up.
At the outpost?
Yeah.
I
should have, but I was afraid I was going to be late. I thought, well, no, if I do that, I'll run into traffic.
Well, I'm usually late anyway. So. He should have warned you.
You were early.
I said, that's what I said, is Left Hand usually fashionably late.
You know why I'm early? Because I didn't stop at Academy. Yeah.
What's this button do?
Makes you sound like a Smurf.
I use it for opening my mail. Packages at work.
Well, and in case you need to cut your seatbelt.
That's right.
Test.
It's got a little glass breaker on the bottom too, which is kind of cool.
With yours, so with yours, you need to be about 6 inches from it. You don't have to be. You have to be like right on top of them. Yeah, that's perfect.
SM57s aren't those?
One of my least favorite things to clean now. There's a lot involved with breaking down 1911.
What's involved? Tell us.
You have to have a tool, first of all.
Unless you have strong fingernails.
Okay.
Or strong
The fact
fingernails.
that you are a tool doesn't
No, it doesn't count.
compensate for the fact
Doesn't
that
count
you
at all.
need a
No,
tool.
yeah, it doesn't count.
Okay.
And then there's a few more parts to it than like your Glock
Just a
or
Glock.
yeah, something simple.
You got to
do
use a
that.
special cleaner on it? Can you use just anything?
No, I used Hoppy's. Yeah, Hoppy's number 9. Got our favorite cologne on there.
Cool.
Oh yeah. And then
How long does it take to clean?
about the same. A little bit longer for the beginning. You know what this is called? The little.
The bushing?
Yeah, the beginning when you take the bushing out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit different because you gotta get that wrench on there and push it down and twist and make sure the spring doesn't shoot into the roof like it did when I did it the first time.
Like throwing pencils up into the ceiling?
Exactly. That's basically what it did. It even made a little mark in our bedroom. My
So the
wife hasn't seen
recoil
it
spring
yet, though.
just.
What's that?
So the recoil spring just.
Yeah, the recoil spring just shot straight into the ceiling and it made a little circle in the
Yeah,
ceiling.
oopsie.
Yeah, it made an oopsie. She hadn't seen it yet, but she'll know now that she hears the show.
I
So
was going to say something.
did some cleaning.
So now we know who's on top.
I knew where you're going with that.
All right. So
Definitely.
Tony,
Expedition.
what'd you do with guns this week? Anything in particular?
I spent too much time trying to print a gun.
Did you?
Yeah, it's
A whole gun?
just part of one.
You're trying to print a lower, right?
AR lower. Yeah.
That's good.
I've been watching your videos, keeping up with you. I'm frustrated too, buddy.
It's well, besides the fact that there's a learning curve, a steep learning curve with these things, the printers, they're kind of limited with what they can do, especially the one I have. It's it's basically an $800 or $900 printer,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to kind of push it to its limits,
Pushing it
really.
to its limits.
Well, with the low skill level, and then that compounds the problem.
Well, there's websites you can go to that. Have you done that?
Are you talking about like DefCAD?
Yeah, DefCAD. Have you been there?
I have watched. I've downloaded his entire zip file.
I'm talking about Cody Wilson.
Cody Wilson. He has a zip file that basically has
Magazines.
probably 50
lowers.
files on there. There's flash, there's suppressors, and there's all kinds of things that can get you in trouble. But
Also, he's got a thing to print a suppressor now.
oh yeah, flash
didn't know
hiders. I imagine they're just single use items, but Yeah, you're basically downloading what's called an STL file. It's basically where someone has already done the design work in CAD, and then they export it to a file that the printing software can read. So, yeah, it's basically like a laundry list of parts you can go and choose from, you know.
Yeah.
And I have designed some things. As a matter of fact, I brought some gifts.
You did?
You brought
Yes,
some gifts.
I brought some gifts.
You came bearing gifts.
For the sexy guys at TalkingLead. Do you mind?
Should we beware?
Is it okay if I get them out now, or is this a bad time?
No, go for it.
Anytime's a good time for a gift. Come on now.
We're not going to complain.
Let's see. Let me
I didn't
move.
think my day could get any better.
Let me move the Boberg out of the way.
I mean, it's like it's my birthday already.
With the deal guy.
Okay. Well, here, this is not a gift. Okay, I might want to keep this for just a little while. But this is the buffer tube housing is what I'm calling it,
Yeah.
and actually there's a CAD file you can download in 2 parts that works best for my printer, which has an 8-inch bed. So it's very difficult to print the lower in one piece on a small printer. And
Have you tried this? Does it hold up?
I've actually screwed my buffer tube into. I had to actually get a hand tap, and tap the threads.
Gotcha.
And so that's not the gift. Sorry, I'm gonna keep that for a little while.
So you threaded it yourself?
Yeah, let's see. Here's my. I was gonna show you
That
that.
would be too hard to do.
I was gonna show you that. I mean, I was gonna try to trick you and say I printed that one, but that'd be a lie. So.
Especially because it says, what does it say?
New Frontier on it. Here's a. That's not yet. I'm trying to get the gifts out. I'm trying to get into my haversack here. Okay. Have you ever heard of 80% lowers?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I brought each of you a 10% lower.
10% lower.
Yeah. Yeah. There's you one.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Sweet.
I'll give- Very nice.
Those are both failures. They'll take a lot of work.
What are you
Something to
saying?
remember you by.
Those are both printer failures, and you can see them in
So you're saying we got a ways to go, huh?
yeah, there's a couple of ones I tried to print and failed, and
Start gluing.
So talk to us on how this actually works, these printers, these 3D printers.
well, you start out with, like I said, you
Most
import
people
that.
think printer, they're thinking it's on paper and you're doing something with paper, but this is actually, you're putting material, actual compound, and it's going through and it's building, basically.
Yeah, the filament, basically,
More
ABS
building than
plastic
printing.
is on a roll, and it mounts wherever near the printer. And you feed that filament into the top of the head of the printer, and it heats up the filament as it goes through the head, and it kind of prints it, literally prints it onto the printer bed, which is this what's called a captain sheet. It's like it looks like copper, but supposedly things are supposed to stick to it, but
Gotcha.
it's Murphy's Law. It should be called ArtisanTony's Law because it doesn't want to stick for me. So,
So that's a certain thing you put down each time you're doing like a
well, actually,
tablecloth?
that sheet is able to be cleaned and reused. But
Okay.
so what I have done is I've actually placed a piece of glass on top of that, and now I'm printing on top of painter's tape, the blue painter's tape.
Right, because I remember you, it may have been this one right here, because you, it was sticking or something, and then it started getting uneven, and you were having to shave.
Well, I made the mistake of I had some sort of adhesive on the glass,
Right.
and I laid the painter's tape over that, so when the bed heated up, the tape started coming loose.
Okay.
I don't think it'll take you guys too long to get those into shape. Yeah. Now, let's see. I brought you, actually, those are kind of 2 funny gifts, but here's the serious gifts. Let's see. Okay, so what I brought you, I call these challenge targets,
Nice.
and they have the TalkingLead TL on them.
It's got the TL right on the
Now
target. That's pretty
you're
awesome.
gonna have to fight over one's ugly and one's pretty.
I'll take the ugly one.
Oh, it's gonna be the ugly one. But
So-
you know, you can take it.
What those are is something I just
They're
came up
both
with
pretty. That's awesome, man.
to clip onto your target. You know, like if you got a cardboard
okay, so
backing.
holds it in place.
Yeah, and then you kind of say, okay, you know, you set that up at 30 yards or whatever.
With the way we shoot, we'll be needing more of these.
It's a challenge target. It's challenge yourself.
Challenge myself not to hit it.
It's so cool though. I don't want to shoot it.
Well, I'll print you another one.
Oh, we got to do it zombie green.
We'll do a video of it.
Awesome.
That's
man,
very
thanks.
cool.
But that one, the one that's kind of ugly, I have a video on that too. It's I tried printing straight to the glass, and it didn't work out too well. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Is that with the back there? It's smooth on the back.
That's the nice. That's the ugly one.
No, you keep that. I'll take it.
And I actually,
Unless you want the other one.
It doesn't matter to me.
here's
both.
This is a simple one that this is the first one I printed. It has no logo on it, as you will see. That was mine.
Very cool.
I actually forgot.
These are good little marketing things.
Oh yeah.
Swag. You want a swag bag
Heck yeah.
for NRA? Man?
I actually brought you 2 Artisan patches, but they're in the truck.
Awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
That's going
Thank
on
you.
my expedition bag. Yeah.
Awesome.
Just for the record, there it is.
Very, very cool.
I'll get you. I'll got those in the
It
truck.
goes up to the camera if there's
You want to do something?
No, those are yours. Seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those
okay.
are.
Thank you.
So I see you got a magazine over there too. What's
Oh yeah.
how'd
Well,
that turn out for you?
see, part of the problem with
Thanks, man.
these printers is that if you do not have everything just right, they're fussy, you know. And so this, as you'll see, that's kind of one that, you know, there's so many limitations to the printers. You have to basically print that thing so that it can stand up on the printer bed.
Oh, okay.
So, but I brought one of my polymer lowers to show you how it might work, or it
Nice.
doesn't work.
Slide this back
There.
in here.
But you can see it needs a little sanding, needs a little work, and I don't have the spring printed yet for it.
You print a spring also? You don't?
You can,
Just get a
or you
spring.
can just take and alter a typical spring.
Now, how would the spring work if is it like plastic or?
Yeah, they have a spring that you can download as part of that zip file for that particular magazine, and it's just basically like a zigzag of plastic.
And it actually has the bounce to it? Mm-hmm. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit off camera about this Cody Wilson guy, and kind of maybe what his motives were in developing, coming out with this program. I don't think he didn't develop the 3D printer, obviously, but he really pushed the limits on, you know, with printing of the lowers and the magazines and, you know, things like that. And I don't think that he was doing it so much for capitalism as he was to be disruptive to
Anarchism.
Right.
to the system, and, you know, a touch of anarchism. And I think that's his whole MO.
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah, is what it is. But
This is more to cause the chaos.
have you guys seen him? I know you've seen him.
He's a
Yeah.
young guy.
Yeah.
He looks like a cross between Justin Timberlake and Screech.
I hope he sings more like Justin Timberlake. Well, thanks guys for having me.
Not a problem, man. We had fun.
Appreciate you
Thank
coming.
you for
up.
coming.
That's fun. When y'all get those lowers finished, will you give me a call?
These? Yeah. We'll whittle the rest out.
We've got to get our FFL before we can.
Oh, that's right. Thanks
Well,
for the
actually, no,
targets.
we don't have to because
There's little talking lead
we're gonna
targets.
keep them.
We're having fun with those.
Yeah, those are awesome, man.
Yeah.
And again, I think they should be target holders. I think
They
you're
would
onto
last longer.
I think you're onto something here, Tony.
But I do appreciate you guys. I
problem.
had a lot of fun, and it's been interesting. And
Seeing
I
how
hope
the
to see you
magic
guys
works.
again. Hope you guys need to come down to Chattanooga,
We will.
and we could go do some shooting or something.
Oh, yeah.
10 Outdoors 9 and we're supposed to go to shoot at the 500-yard range at the end of May.
Oh, nice.
Wouldn't it be kind of cool if y'all could come and join us?
Yeah.
Depends on what weekend. If it's the right weekend, we're game.
It's the last weekend,
I think it's the second to last.
Last weekend of what?
May.
I think it's the second to
May
last.
31st, I think, is actually.
May what?
I think he's going to try to come down on a Friday and then he'll stay Friday night and Saturday.
Got the defensive gun.
Yeah, I think that's the weekend before what he's talking about. So we may be able to do it.
But anyway, you're always invited. You have a permanent invite to come down and shoot and
awesome.
Just have fun. Or just if you're traveling through Chattanooga, just give me a shout.
We need to all get together and do just like a YouTuber Middle Tennessee shootout.
Oh, that would be great. Just yeah.
Wait a minute. Shootout makes it sound like we're shooting each other. Shoot off.
We'll call it a shootout.
Paintball.
Get more people interested.
That's a good idea. Split us all up into teams.
I don't feel like doing a bunch of work. Especially that time of year. It's gonna be hot.
Oh, yes.
I'd rather just stand stuff up, shoot it, have a cold beverage, sit down. What about you, Tony?
I'm there. Well, thanks, guys.
I'm going to shoot my new toys.
Thank you, Tony.
See my new toys over
Appreciate
there?
it.
It was a dark and scary night. Oh, man. It's 10:07. And I just left TalkingLead recording the show. That is crazy. It's a lot of work they do to put that show together. The podcast. It's really cool. Check them out, guys. I'll leave links below to TalkingLead's website, and then in a couple of days, I don't know when they put the podcast up. I thought they did it on Fridays, maybe not, but it won't be long, and should be an interesting show. They let me do some taping myself, some filming, so I'll have a video up probably before the podcast, but no danger of ripping off the podcast. Thanks, guys. Take me home, Moon.